Oh, guys. Welcome, Scoundrels. Welcome to the Scoundrels Den. I hope you're doing well. I was one game away from Diamond before the season ended. I woke up late today because Rupert was a little bit of a pain overnight, so I dropped him off at nursery in the morning, then went back to bed. Error, because I left myself 2 hours to get 4 wins. Which isn't bad, but obviously you're not going to. I'm not always going to win every single game in a row, and obviously not all games take just 15 minutes. Some games take longer. So I started with about maybe an hour and a half to go. I was one game away from my Diamond Promotion Series when I started. I lost the first one, meaning that I had to win 5 in a row following that, and I unfortunately did not manage it. What I did get to was one game away from Diamond. As you can see, I was in Emerald 1, fully promoted with all the tiers. And if I show you my match history, you can see that. So the 8th of January is where I started today, clearly. So the victory that I had yesterday on the 7th, this is the 8th of January. Lost the first one, 2 games away from promos. 2 wins, got into promos, 2 wins. Unfortunately, I was 1 win away from Diamond. I was that close to Diamond, but I just woke up late and couldn't get it. But it's not, you know, do you know what? I'm not bothered. I knew that I could get Diamond. I knew that it was possible for me. If anyone's interested in my ranked stats for the season, these were my ranked stats. I played pretty much every role. I didn't really focus on one role in particular. I like to play everything. I'd say my most comfortable roles this season were Baron Lane and Support. I played a lot of Gragas. KDA 3.2, not the best. Pretty decent teamfight participation, decent gold per minute. And of course, because I played Support, my damage wasn't always going to be fantastic. I played a lot of Gragas this season. 77 matches, 62%. I played a lot of Janna, 71% win rate on Janna. My Alistair win rate was really bad, but that's because it started really bad, because this takes into account your normal games. My Evelyn got progressively worse throughout the season. My Lee Sin was so-so. My Amumu was decent-ish. My Wukong was decent-ish. And again, I just played a lot of everything beyond this. You can see I literally just played loads of stuff. I played a lot of Gragas, but I played a lot of everything. But you know what? I'm pretty happy with the way that my ranked season went, if I'm honest. With only 280 games played and a 58.5% win rate, I'm really happy that I almost made it to Diamond. And I think I'm pretty comfortable that I'm going to get Diamond on the following season, so it shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Alright, the point of this video though is I'm going to be reacting to the Wild Rift announcements that happened in the league premiere that happened on YouTube today. So we're going to go through the Wild Rift announcements and talk through them a little bit together. I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, I'm listening to the, well, let's see how it goes. This is the live stream. I'm going to watch it and give you my thoughts.
So cool to be part of kicking off a new year of League, and we can't wait to show you what we've been working on. When developing Wild Rift, we aim to create an experience that is authentic to League, keeping things just the same when it makes sense. As you've likely seen, we've also made some changes to champions, skins, and the map, to make sure things feel great for Wild Rift players. We also know many of you are still waiting to play Wild Rift, and it's taking us a little longer than we planned to get it out to you all. So, here's an update on our open beta rollout plans
this would be good.
for the next few months. We're aiming to start service in the Americas in March. We're currently working on ways to make sure you get access to a bunch of champions quickly when you join, so you can start building up your competitive pool. We'll have more details soon, and we can't wait for you to start playing.
I think it was originally planned for January, but again, they must have delayed it.
Many of us fell in love with League when we found our first main. For me, it was Twisted Fate. I told myself it was for those sweet card throwing and picking out plays, but I think we all really knew it was about not needing to walk back to lane when you could globally teleport at level 1.
Mate, old school League of Legends, look at this.
When choosing which champs to bring to Wild Rift, we primarily focus on the ones who can expand on the gameplay and thematics that we're currently missing. Wild Rift has around 50 champs, and in 2021, we're really looking to broaden that pool. Our goal is to release an average of 2 champions.
2 champions a month? That's so good.
Throwback to 2009 League PC. Anyways, let's check out some champions. Coming later this year will be one of our.
Okay, I already knew Katarina was coming.
Thus far, Katarina.
She looks cool in Wild Rift.
Time to strike with her deadly daggers and. Okay, all right. Let me explain. When we're bringing champions over to Wild Rift, we want to keep their fantasies and playstyles intact.
Yeah.
We only look to change abilities if they don't work on twin stick controls, or if there's a cool opportunity to really make them shine. In this case, it's both. We know from Katarina players that her fantasy comes from weaving her ult in and out of fights using Shunpo.
Oh my god, she's got
But
Samira's
with
ultimate.
this, we saw that it ended up being super easy to cancel our ult accidentally with the joystick. So we tried letting Katarina slowly move and reposition while ulting, which ended up feeling really awesome on twin stick controls. It's time to let it rip.
Okay. Okay, so she's got Samira's ultimate, basically.
We want to preserve Rammus's fantasy of gotta go fast, and saw an opportunity to wild drift.
Yeah, nice one, Feral Pony.
Rammus now passively rolls, gaining out-of-combat movement speed, and the twin stick controls give Rammus a new way to really zoom around the map. Rammus's new ultimate, Soaring Slam, enables him to leap into the air and create tremors.
That's amazing.
The size of the tremors are
I
based on his powerball speed.
think...
With these changes, we're hoping Rammus can feel more than okay on Wild Rift.
Yeah, I think Rammus is going to be insane.
And finally, as for Dr. Mundo, his update will be coming to Wild Rift a bit later in the year, because right now we're focused on getting the game in as many hands as possible. So while Mundo will still go where he pleases, he'll just be taking his time getting there, as he pleases.
Okay, that's fine. I like Mundo's kit in Wild Rift anyway, I think. I'm a big Mundo fan, so...
Making some upgrades over the next few months to flesh out Wild Rift's gameplay. One of our big focuses will be our in-game
Ooh, people were talking about this.
item overhaul that just hit in League PC, and while we plan to eventually adopt some of these changes, we aren't quite there yet. In the meantime, we're looking at the item options currently available in Wild Rift and working to fill in some of the gaps. You can expect us to continue expanding itemization options throughout the year. We're also looking into more ways to play, as one of the things players have been asking about is additional game.
Yeah, I think this is something that's needed, like
Today,
ARAM.
Pleased to announce we're working on our version of all random.
Yes, let's go. This is really important.
Test it out later this year.
Like, later this year? Okay, I hope it's not too late.
Great news. Our first official ranked season is starting soon. Beyond the usual matchmaking and ranked improvements, we also want to do more to support competitive play. So we're looking into a couple of things this year. One feature you can expect soon is the ping reply system, which should help you more easily coordinate with your team and acknowledge their calls. Finally, a lot of you have been asking for a way to have more choice over the position you play in-game. We're actively working on a solution for this, and we'll bring you updates on this soon.
So that's basically their version of role queue. I don't think it's going to be exactly the same as League.
We're going to be running a ton of events throughout 2021, with new ways to play and share the magic of League with your friends. Events are one of the ways we can create shared moments with League PC. That way players can experience...
They really made Wild Rift look bad on this video. Like,
Our
it
next shared
didn't
moment
look
will be
great.
the futuristic meets traditional Lunar Beast event in February.
Look at that Annie
Celebration of
skin.
Lunar New Year, the
Oh, that
squad
Darius
is
skin
joined
is
by
cool
Miss
as hell.
Fortune in a new skin unique to Wild Rift. We'll keep teaming up with League PC throughout the year, as we really don't want any missed opportunities.
Haha, nice one.
Outside of events, you can expect to see some other skin lines making an appearance early this year.
That Star Guardian Janna
More
intro was
plans
cool.
for the year, so let's jump into some rapid fire previews. We'll be heading to Targon later this year to battle for the heavens. We'll also be making our first stop at the lovely Shadow Isles. We're working on our first to Wild Rift skin line. And later, two of League's deadliest champions will face off and hopefully settle the score.
So Kha'Zix and Rengar are coming. Kha'Zix and Rengar are surely coming.
Before we go, you may have been wondering where Teemo went after Jinx teleported him and a few others onto Wild Rift. He's had an interesting journey, and now he's starring in our biggest in-game event yet. Check out the new Tales of Runeterra, featuring Teemo and some of his Yordle pals.
Oh, Teemo.
Corky, I've got this.
But Teemo's AWOL. You need a recon. I'll help you find
I
him.
know.
This is so funny.
The Bilgewater pages are missing from his scout journal.
Yeah.
Besides, weren't there enemy bogeys spotted over Piltover?
Bogies. Bogies? Why didn't you say so?
I'll help you save Teemo. Lieutenant Lulu, this rock is the most important part of the mission. You've got this. Bye.
They always have to guard the rock.
A lot of things. I'll fix that.
This is cool.
Demo, sound off. Whoa, a double cannon. Oh,
Not a single bogey. Nothing. It's absolutely nothing. She thinks I'm washed up. Well, not this, my boy.
this rock never does anything.
You're not gonna. What? No Tristana?
Nope.
Mission's gone south. Want to go cause a ruckus?
I thought I struck gold when I got one Yordle. Now look what we got.
You got it. Don't care how much those Yordles are worth on the bounty board. They're a ticking time bomb of trouble.
Quit your whining. That cage is runic iron.
Oh, Corky.
Prepare to face.
This is actually really funny.
That makes 3. I'm rich.
What was your plan?
I'm guessing Kennen comes out.
Distraction.
What?
As I said, tick, tick, tick.
Oh.
Donna, I've been watching this rock all day, and it doesn't do anything. I'm starting to think that maybe. Don't touch your Donna.
The rock was important.
Timo.
That all the mustard you got? Right now.
Drop your weapon, you little.
What's a Bandle Gunner without her support?
But I tell you, don't mess with Yordles.
Whew, thanks. I thought I was a goner.
Well, where's
Not
Kennen?
with friends like these furballs. What were you here for anyway? Vandal Scout mission badge number 389. Adopt a pet. Cute, huh? It's a school devouring sea worm.
Timo, wait.
I mean, that was cute, but there's no Kennen. Kennen didn't. I mean, Kennen's a ninja, not part of the
Tristana,
Yordle
Lulu,
band.
Corky, and also Kennen are making their debut on Wild Rift this week. The Yordle Expedition event will take place over the next few weeks with champs, skins, goodies, and an in-game experience where you can follow the Yordles on their journey throughout Runeterra. That's all.
That was a
for
great
now.
little cinematic.
We're so excited to share more in the future. See you on Wild Rift.
What's next? I'm going to pause it and talk in a minute if it's...
Hi, I'm Jeff Jew, executive producer for Legends
Okay, I don't really care about Legends of Runeterra.
of Seas.
Okay, there's a little bit more. I didn't even realize.
League of Legends Wild Rift.
Ooh, okay. Esports for Wild Rift?
Full version of League in the hands of many players around the world. The Wild Rift open beta has been very successful, and we're excited about the future.
It has been good, actually.
PC, it's wildly competitive, with the depth, complexity, and high stakes.
Nice dive,
moments
Yasuo.
that make for a great sport. While it's still incredibly early, we're all very excited to bring our passion and dedication for esports to mobile.
Oh, can they make it work?
Committed to building this
Oh.
unique experience for years to come, and planning to get things started with Wild Rift Esports in 2021.
Oh, that's amazing. Wild Rift Esports.
More updates
Let's
later.
go.
We're also excited.
Okay, Wild Rift Esports confirmed. I was going to end the video, but Wild Rift Esports confirmed. Nice. Let me cast it, please, Riot. Let me cast it, please. Okay, so I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what I thought might be coming, just based on what we saw in the video. So let's have a little look. They did talk about some items that they think are missing right now, the kind of items that they think are going to need to fill a void. So let's take a look at some of the items and sort of think about what they might be bringing in to sort of fill in a gap. I'd say they've got a lot of the stuff from regular League in terms of AD items. I'm trying to think what is missing in terms of AD items. There are we are missing Ginsu's Rage Blade, so I imagine we might get something along the lines of Ginsu's. We've got Nash's Tooth, obviously, but it's maybe not as strong as Ginsu's. So we might be missing Ginsu's, or basically either attack speed items that are not directly related to Critical Strike. So we are missing attack speed items that don't massively relate to Critical Strike. We've got Blade of the Ruined King, and we have Nash's Tooth, which is on the magic one. We've got Nash's Tooth over here as well. I'm trying to think what else we are missing in a massive way. We are missing a lot of, I would say, non-AP support items in terms of like not just pure defense. So we are missing a lot of stuff that is like support items that don't give you AP but are supportive in one way or another. So something like I would say like Mikhail's, which gives you a cleanse on your ally. It's difficult to say, really difficult to say, because they have covered quite a lot of stuff here. I would say that a lot of they did show you some of the boot upgrades. I would say that we are potentially going to see some of these boot enchants moved over to items, the sort of the least used ones. So we maybe see some of these boot enchants moved over to items. I don't know, that might be the case. Items are a little bit difficult to call. In terms of champions, though, so we're guaranteed getting Katarina. I'm pretty certain we're going to get Rengar and Kha'Zix. Targon event means we're very likely to get Leona, Pantheon, Diana, and probably Rakan and Xayah. Those would be my thoughts from the Targon event, and I would say that most of them translate over to mobile relatively well, so I'd say that we're very likely to be getting those champions from the Targon event. But they are releasing 2 a month, or trying to release around 2 a month, so those are the ones that I think we're getting confirmed. Rengar, Kha'Zix, and Targon-related champions. So Diana, Leona, Pantheon, probably Rakan and Xayah. Those would be the ones that I would assume get dropped from those events. And obviously Esports, which I'm super excited about. And I'm just telling you, Riot, I am just telling you, hire me, please, to cast your game. Obviously, I casted League of Legends for years, so I know a lot of the guys that work at Riot for casting. But I casted Vainglory, and I'm probably, guys, going to be focusing on analysis and color casting. I do play-by-play for regular League, but for Wild Rift, I'll probably be more color casting and analysis, just because it lends to the fact that I kind of invested a lot of time in the game. Cool. That is what I think is going to happen as a result of the announcements. Really cool stuff for Wild Rift this year. I'm super excited to be involved with a competitive mobile title that's going to have the backing of the developer, which is a little bit like the old Vainglory days, which just makes me really happy. Cool. Let's get down to Season 1. See you on the Rift, guys, and hopefully you have a good time.